Hey guys, Alex here, and today we are doing the Hunger Games Doki versus Undertale. So let's get started. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Brady runs away from the cornucopia. Buffsky, Sayori, and Yuri's knife work together to get as many supplies as possible. MC finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Sans runs away from the cornucopia. Muffet finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Gaster finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Monica runs away. Caddy grabs a backpack and retreats. Sayori runs away. Rocket runs away. Asgore runs away. Alphys runs away. Doge runs away. Mettaton finds a canteen full of water. Papyrus runs away. Earth Sayori throws a knife into Yuri's chest. Natsuki runs away from the cornucopia. Yurong finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Yuri breaks Winsome nose for a basket of bread. Monica Lees runs away from the cornucopia. Buffsky attacks Winsome, but she manages to escape. Earth Sayori receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sayori discovers a cave. Alphys thinks about home. Caddy explores the arena. Gaster chases Natsuki. Muffet and Frogget split up and search for resources. Monica Lees receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Asgore is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sayori discovers a river. Brady searches for a water source. Papyrus travels to higher ground. Yuri tries to sleep through the entire day. Yuri! MC retrieves a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Slash. Their parents. Mettaton runs away from Yuri's knife. Doge, Yurong, Monica, and Sans hunt for the other tributes. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Yuri, who died by a knife, which I don't think would happen. I don't think Yuri would die by a knife because she cuts herself. So, bullcrap. Frogget strangles Papyrus after engaging in a fistfight. Yurong thinks about winning. Buffsky fends Sans, Mettaton, and Sayori away from her fire. Doge and Yuri fight Caddy, and Earth Sayori dodge, and Yuri survive. No, not Earth-chan Sayori. Sayori defeats Asgore in the fight, but spares her life? Okay. MC loses sight of where she is? Monica, Lees, and Monica run into each other and decide to truce for the night. The two Monicas truce for the night. I'm not surprised. Winsome convinces Natsuki to snuggle with her. Brady screams for help. Yuri's knife, Gaster, Muffet, and Alphys sleep in shifts. Proceed. Rod discovers a cave. Asgore camouflages herself in the bushes. Alphys thinks about home. Yurong questions her sanity. Yuri's knife picks flowers? What, she used her knife part to cut them off? Natsuki questions her sanity. To be fair, I'd be doing the same thing. Winsome collects fruit from a tree. Sans constructs a shack. That must have took a while. Gaster, Monica, and Sayori unsuccessfully ambush MC, Yuri, and Muffet, who kill them instead. That's actually Sayori's. Wait a minute. Two Undertale characters 2 doki characters for each side of this. Pretty even battle. Siri stalks Monocle's. Dodge runs away from Bratty. Buffsky injures herself. Who died? Six cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Papyrus, District 12. Caddy, District 11. Earth Sayori, District 4. Gaster, District 9. Monica, District 2. Sayori, District 6. Wait a minute. What's everyone's status? Alright, Earth Sayori, Monica, Yuri, Caddy, Gaster, and Papyrus. They're all dead. Sayori, Natsuki, Buffsky, MC, Monica Lee, Yuri's Knife. Whoa! Yuri's got 5 kills. Holy crap. Yuri's Knife, Alphys, Metaton, Asgore, Muffet, Frogget, Michael Lee's Yoronk, Winsome, Doge, Ratty, and Sans are alive. Six cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Papyrus. We read all that. Bratty thinks about winning. Frogget, Yoronk, Alphys, Metaton, and Sans sleep in shifts. Yuri and Yuri's Knife hold hands. How does that work? But yeah. There's no better pair. Change my mind. Doge screams for help. Sari looks at the night sky. Asgore, Buffsky, Monocles, Muffet, and MC sleep in shifts. Natsuki lets Winsome into her shelter. So Natsuki's alive, and I hope she wins. MC makes a slingshot. Monocles and Yuri split up to search for resources. Buffsky sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Doge scares Muffet off. Yuri's Knife dies of dysentery? Okay, cool. I wonder how Yuri feels. Suri steals from Frogget while she isn't looking. Natsuki runs away from Yoronk. Sans searches for firewood. Metaton catches Bratty off guard and kills her. Asgore makes a wooden spear. Alphys constructs a shack. And Winsome explores the arena. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Yuri's Knife from Bratty, and then Cannonball hits Sans. Alphys and Metaton tells. Any of you know Undertale? That's pretty awkward. Tell stories about themselves to each other. Buffsky cries herself to sleep. Asgore, Natsuki, and Yoronk discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Sayori questions her sanity. Winsome destroys Frogget's supplies while she's asleep. Sans cries herself to sleep. MC climbs a tree to rest. Monocles receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Yuri throws a knife into Doge's chest. Yuri throws dead Yuri's knife into Doge's chest. Muffet passes out from exhaustion. Aronk is prickled by thorns while picking berries. Yuri scares Asgore off. Natsuki receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Buffsky discovers a river. Mettaton is unable to convince MC not kill her. Yeah, MC, you will kill those guys. Rocket and Monocles work together for the day. MC steals from Wimpsum while she isn't looking. Sayori receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Good job, Sayori. You deserve that water. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Doge and Mettaton. What is everyone's status? These guys are all alive. So Sayori, Buffsky, Alphys, Wimpsum, Natsuki, MC, Asgore, Monocles, Muffet, Yuri, Ronk, Sans, Frogget. I'm surprised Sans has no kills. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Doge, Matt. You already read that. Sans dies from thirst. It's a skeleton, though. Alphys receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Natsuki receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Wimpsum sees a fire but stays hidden. Muffet lets Yuri into her shelter. MC stays awake all night. Asgore and Sayori huddle for warmth. Ronk and Frogget tell stories about themselves to each other. Monocles is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Buffsky tends to her wounds. Buffett tends to Asgore's wounds. Natsuki sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Ronk and Buffsky split up to search for resources. Wimpsum overhears Frogget and Yuri talking in the distance. Sayori is unable to convince Monocles not to kill her. MC explores the arena. Sayori doesn't want to die. MC explores the arena. Alphys tries to spear a fish with a trident. She accidentally speared undead. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sans and Sayori. Rip. Wait, no, nobody cares. Natsuki's still alive, and Buffsky too. These 2 can go to hell. MC's still alive. Monocles, Ronk, and Yuri are still alive, and Asgore, Muffin. Oh, okay. How many Undertale characters are alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many doki characters are alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's pretty even. Proceed to the battle. Asgore defeats Yuri in a fight, but spares her life. Wimpsum silently snaps MC's neck. Muffet receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Natsuki screams for help. Drunk stays awake all night. Monocles defeats Alphys in a fight, but spares her life. Frog and Buffsky hold a hand. That's an odd couple. Natsuki discovers a river. Asgore stalks Yuri. Yuri! I can just call her Yuri now because actually Yuri is dead. Ronk begs for Muffet to kill her, but she refuses, keeping Ronk alive. Monica leaves, travels to higher ground. Frogget receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Alphys searches for firewood. Wimpsum receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Buffsky constructs a shack. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Okay, now it's even, like 5 against 5. Frogget and Muffet huddle for warmth. Asgore sets up camp for the night. Yuri and Alphys huddle for warmth. Yerwonk and Buffsky talked about the tributes still alive. Whimsum destroys Monocoly's supplies while she is asleep. Mitsuki bleeds out due to untreated injuries. No! Not Natsuki. No! We still got one Natsuki alive. Buffsky. And I'm gonna call them Natsuki. You're the new Natsuki. We're naming you Natsuki. Okay. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Muffet decides not to go to the feast. Frogget decides not to go to the feast. Asgore decides not to go to the feast. Oscar repeatedly stabs Yerwonk to death with sighs. Alphys decides not to go to the feast. Monica Lee shoots an arrow at Wisdom, but misses and kills Yuri instead. Frogget, Buffsky, Muffet, and Asgore raid Whimsum's camp while she is hunting. Alphys sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Monica Lee constructs a shack. 3 cannon shots can be heard. What's everyone's status? Monica Lee and Buffsky need to start killing these 5. They both got a kill, so they're obviously not afraid to kill. Alphys is afraid to kill. Oh my god, we need to kill some people. Come on, doki. Muffet questions her sanity. Monica Lee receive explosives from an unknown sponsor. Winsome tends to her wounds. Frogget goes to sleep. Asgore thinks about home. Buffsky loses sight of where she is. Alphys screams for help. Buffsky kills Muffet with a sickle. Alphys and Monica Lee hunt for other tributes. Asgore kills Winsome. Frogget dies from hypothermia. Muffet, Winsome, and Frogget. Now it's even, 2v2. Buffsky quietly hums. Alphys cries herself to sleep. Monica Lee climbs a tree to rest. Asgore loses sight of where she is. Asgore dies from thirst. Alphys discovers a river. Monica Lee receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Buffsky questions her sanity. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Asgore. Now it's 1v2. Alphys shoots an arrow into Buffsky's head. Monica Lee falls into a lake and drowns. The winner is Alphys from District. Good job, Alphys. Good job. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I'm peeved because Alphys won with 1 freaking kill. Yuri got 6 kills. Okay, you know what? Bye.